Hello YouTube viewer, welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh learning series. In this video, I'll be going over all the spell and trap cards in this game. And for starters, I'll be going over the spell cards. There are 6 different types of spell cards: normal, equip, ritual, continuous, field, and quick play. I'll be starting with the normal spell cards, and my example card will be Soul Charge. I won't be going over this card's effect. Instead, take a look at the top of the card where it says Spell Card. A normal spell card will include no symbol after that word, just like how you see it right now. Once a normal spell finishes resolving its effect, you send it to the graveyard. Alright, on to the next spell card type. The next type I'll be going over is the Equip spell card. The example I'll be using here is United We Stand. This time after the word spell card, you will see a symbol on it. This symbol represents the Equip spell cards. Equip spell cards attach onto a face-up monster card in the extra or main monster zone on either side of the field. Then, according to whatever the spell card says, the monster equipped with the card will gain that ability. Alright, on to the next spell card type, which will be the Ritual spell. The example I'm using here is Nekroz Mirror. As you can see here, this spell card symbol is of a torch. The next spell card type I'm going over is the Continuous spell card. I'll be using Dimensional Fissure here as the example, and the symbol used here after the word spell card is the Infinity symbol. Continuous spell cards stay on the field, just like the Equip spell cards, except you don't need a monster on the field, and they stay on the field until a card effect destroys it. The next spell card I'll be going over is the Field spell, and this time the symbol used on this spell card is of a compass. Field spell cards are just like continuous spell cards, except for a few differences. 1. The card can affect both players unless stated otherwise, and 2. Both players can activate the field spell manually if it's worded to do so. Do note, if the card is worded with "you" in the sentence, then the effects of the field spell card will only apply to the controller of it. A field spell card must always go into the field spell card zone, even if you place it face down. And now, on to the last spell card type, Quick Play. I'll be using Twin Twisters here for my example. The symbol used here this time is of a lightning bolt. Everything that is quick effect and quick play related in Yu-Gi-Oh! Means that you can activate that card during your opponent's turn. And now it's time to switch over to the trap card. There are 3 different trap card types: normal, continuous, and counter. The first trap card type I'll be going over is the normal trap card. The example I'm using here is Mirror Force. Just like a normal spell card, after the card gets played, it goes to the graveyard after it resolves its effect. The differences are that it must be set face down on the field for your whole turn before you can activate it. Then you must follow the instructions of the trap card on when you can activate it. According to the trap card in my example, your opponent must attack you with a monster before you can activate it, so it's only at that condition you are able to activate the trap. There are some trap cards and card effects that allow you to activate trap cards the turn they are set. The next trap card type I'll be going over is Continuous. As you already know, all trap cards must be set for the duration of the turn you set it before you can activate them. The continuous trap cards, just like the spells, stay on the field after activation. It is only until a card effect destroys the trap card will it be sent to the graveyard. The last trap card type to go over is the counter trap card. What makes these trap cards more special than regular trap cards is their speed. You can chain a counter trap card to a monster, spell, or trap card with the correct scenario and apply the effect to those cards, written from the counter trap card that you chained with. Only another counter trap card can chain to another counter trap card, as they're the fastest cards in the game. And speaking of card speeds, that is the next thing I'll be going over in this video: spell speeds. Even though the terminology for this is called spell speeds, These speeds do include effect monsters and traps, along with spells. There are 3 spell speeds in the game, and I'm now putting up a chart showing which card types belong in those speeds. As you can see, most of the card types from these 3 are only in the Spell Speed 1 category. The only spell card in Spell Speed 2 is the Quick Play version. For trap cards, the normal and continuous versions are in this level as well. This spell speed also includes the Quick Effect monsters. The Quick Effect is a special type of monster effect that you can activate during your opponent's turn. And finally, we have Spell Speed 3, where the only card in this category is the counter trap cards. What all this means is when you play a card in response to another card, you can start a chain. To start a chain, you can activate a card effect in response to another activated card on the field. The card you activate in response must be in the same spell speed or faster than the one activated before it. So, for example, let's say this normal trap card here activates its effect. Since normal trap cards are spell speed 2, you cannot chain any card type that is spell speed 1 to this card. You can only chain with cards that are spell speed 2 or faster. Since counter trap cards are the only spell speed 3 cards in the game, you can only chain them with another counter trap card. Also, you can chain cards to your own activated card effects. They don't need to be activated on your opponent's side of the field to chain to them. This benefits when you're playing specific decks like Chain Burn. When you and your opponent are finished chaining cards, to figure out which card effects go off first, you must resolve the card effects in the chain link backwards. What I mean by that is, let's say between you and your opponent, you chain cards up to chain link 4. The first card that was activated was a trigger effect monster, which is spell speed 1. Then your opponent chained to it with a quick play spell card, which is spell speed 2. And then you chained a counter trap card to that quick play spell card. And finally your opponent chained a counter trap card to your counter trap card. One last thing, you can have one of your cards be in multiple different links in a chain. Most of the time that certain card will have a continuous effect since they stay on the field after resolving. And that's all there is to talk about for spell and trap cards. I hope you all have a deeper understanding of the mechanics of the game now. And with that said, I'll be closing out of this video now. In my next video, I'll be covering all the special monster card types such as rituals, fusions, synchros, Xyz, links, and pendulums. If you enjoyed this video and found it informational, please give me a like on here and subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a great day.